You can make your interview podcast sound better with just some simple clicks. I will play the original recordings and improved recordings later in this video. I will select Top Track and go to Tools. From Apply Macro, I will select a podcast improvement. I can either use regular or extreme improve. The top track has a low volume most of the time and some sudden high, so I will choose extreme. It will take some time to process, but at the end I will get a podcast-ready track. I will do the same for the bottom track. But the bottom track has a good sound level overall in the original recording, so I will choose regular podcast improve. Both the tracks are now podcast ready. I can delete or remove something from the tracks if I want. I will now finalize the podcast. I will go to Apply Macro again and choose Finalize Podcast. My podcast is ready to export and upload. If you want these macros, you can enroll in this course and you will get the macros for free. The macro installation process is very simple. Go to Tools, Macro Manager. Click on Import and go to the location of TXT files. Select one TXT file at a time and open it. Do this for all 3 TXT files and you are ready to use it. I will now play the original recording first and then the improved version. You will get the link in the description.
Some 300 years ago, back in the 1740s. Anyway, welcome, David, to the podcast.
Thank you for having me on the program.
So it's 1740. Britain is at war with Spain. So could you describe for people how the journey around Cape Horn unfolds for the squadron as a whole, but particularly for the subject of your book, which is The Wager, commanded by Captain David Cheap?
Yeah, so as they are coming around Cape Horn, they almost instantly encounter what are some of the worst seas in the world.
So it's 1740, Britain is at war with Spain, and they've sent a squadron of 8 ships, 6 warships and 2 supply vessels, and they're on a secret mission, and the plan is to sail around the bottom of South America into the Pacific, where they can attack the Spanish possessions on the coast. I thought we could take the voyage around the Horn first and then come back and talk about how the war started and that kind of thing. So could you describe for people how the journey around Cape Horn unfolds for the squadron as a whole, but particularly for the subject of your book, which is The Wager, commanded by Captain David Cheap?
Yeah, so as they are coming around Cape Horn, they almost instantly encounter what are some of the worst seas in the world. And that is because at the tip of South America, where Cape Horn is, the seas there travel around the Earth about 13,000 miles, unimpeded by land, accumulating